Rory Stewart tells Gary Stevenson that his class anger is stopping him from seeing the realities of politics. So I'm a professor in a politics department in a Russell Group University. I'm from a council estate originally, and I've actually briefed Rory Stewart when he chaired the UK Defence Select Committee. So let's get into this. It strikes me that Rory Stewart is a very angry man. If you've read his book, Politics on the Edge, he wants root and branch reform because he's so angry at the political system. What I find interesting then is when Rory Stewart's angry, in his head, this is legitimate anger. But when a working class person is angry, that's illegitimate anger. Implicitly then, there seems to be this binary at work. Posh anger equals legitimate anger. Working class anger equals illegitimate anger. When I was about 7 years old, our house was repossessed and we ended up on one of the roughest council estates in Rotherham. Essentially, we had to save up to be poor. Things were really tough. Now, my mother, she didn't drink, she didn't smoke, we didn't have any luxuries like Sky TV. She just made the grave mistake in life of choosing to look after the elderly as her job. So she worked 6 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, or 2 in the afternoon until 10 at night, just providing the elderly with some sense of human dignity in the last phase of their life. Of course, in the modern capitalist system we've built, that actually pays you pittance. I was once watching Dragon's Den, and the man who owns more navy suits than T.M. Lewin said that if his child ever grew up to do a moral job in society, like become a nurse, he would intervene and top up her salary. That strikes me as quite a damning reflection of society we've constructed when we acknowledge that if people choose to do a moral job like a nurse or a police officer or a teacher, then you won't necessarily have a comfortable lifestyle. Yet to return to Rory Stewart's formula, you can't get angry about that, because class anger, what he actually means by that is working class anger, is illegitimate anger. And in a final twist in this crazy tale, Rory Stewart was chair of the UK Defence Select Committee in 2014 when they invited 3 experts in to brief them on the crisis in Syria. Professor Adam Roberts, Professor Mark Weller, and little old me. The Defence Committee even sent me a letter afterwards explaining that Dr. Gallagher's evidence provided a key role in shaping the committee's understanding of the topic. Honestly, it's almost like if you let working class people into the conversation, you might actually learn something.